Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jack here, back on TF2 and Hammer for some god-awful reason. I know, it's been quite a few years since I've actually made one of these map-building videos, but I've kind of had a resurgence in my enthusiasm to keep working on my maps. So, I went back to the drawing board and went back to resuming work on my Alcard Capture Point slash King of the Hill map. Um, and yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it. I've been doing quite a lot of cleaning up on it, which I'm going to show you. And yeah, hopefully I'll be working on this a lot more in the coming months and hopefully getting it done. Who knows, maybe by the end of the year. So, for starters, this is Red Spawn. I haven't done a whole lot with Red Spawn. I'm still kind of figuring it out here. So, not a whole lot is going on. There's still some artifacts and whatnot, but a couple concept ideas that I'm working on. Um, I'm not really a big fan of choke points, so that's why I kind of have like two exits that I'm kind of figuring out. I don't know if people will be okay with that. This is the market area. Not much has really changed with this either, except I've cleaned up a few of the buildings. I still have to work on like the size of the doors here, and I definitely have to put in some lighting still, but you know, that's, a work in progress. Now, the big part that I'm pretty excited about, actually, first of all, as you can see right here, this arch area is a little off the ground. That's because I made a rookie mistake, and this dev mesh down here, I actually started warping it to do some terraforming. And that's kind of a no-no when you're first making a map, so I'm kind of, yeah, same thing over here too. I'm kind of, and over there. So I kind of held off on that, and I'm kind of probably doing the next coming weeks, hopefully. But this is the parts that I'm pretty happy about. Now, way back in the day when I was working on this map, I had the masterpiece, the main piece of this map, which was the palace. And I finally got to a point where I'm pretty satisfied with the scale of it, and I was able to mirror it over. Now, it's not an exact one-to-one copy of the one in RS3, unfortunately. For example, there's actually 4 of these archways on each side, and there's 3 in the middle here. But the scale just doesn't transfer over that well, especially when you're using prefabs like these archways. But hopefully people that play this map and know what it is won't be too pissed off about it, because when another game does copy a map from another inspired game, it's usually not a one-to-one, it's usually an inspiration build. But I did have to take some artistic liberties in building this, but hopefully it'll be fine. I think it's a pretty nice scale. It's yeah, a pretty decent way to get some kills and stand off of each other. Obviously, I'm going to be adding some rooms on the side over here, fountain in the middle, so you don't have to worry about getting pyroed all the time. Here, I'll kind of go around a little bit. I started working on the second floor as well. Oh, that was horrible. Oh boy, I am... This is like back in 2015 already. There we go. This is the top floor. I started working on it. Some stuff should not be mirrored over, like that archway over there. Actually, no, I believe there is one there. But I started working on the rooms because they do vary quite a bit on both sides. So I didn't quite get to mirroring both of those just yet. Overall, though, I think it'll be a pretty decent centerpiece for the map, and it will be functional. You'll be able to do your sniping, rocket jumping, your donking if you really wanted to onto the point over here. So I think it's pretty decent. It's definitely big, and there's definitely a lot of nooks and crannies in it, like these little catwalks on the side. There's supposed to be some trapdoors on the roof to get into the throne room there and whatnot. There's this big arch right here that I'm trying to kind of figure out what's going to happen with that. I'm sure there'll be some hidden tunnels that I end up working on. So, yeah, it should be quite interesting. I'm just happy I'm at this point. Originally, I really quit this map because I was so frustrated with this palace, especially with this area over here. This is the kind of desert rock that surrounds it, and in the late game of map building, you're supposed to terraform this to make stone and rock and mountains and whatnot. But I did that very early on, thinking that's what I needed to build my palace around. So I actually took some steps back, deleted the entire thing, built the palace, and then built these around the palace. And at a later date, I'll terraform it. It gives you a much better idea of what the final product's going to be. Uh, so hopefully it turns out okay. I think it will be. It's just a massive thing. Um, I'm sure I'll add some destruction elements to it. Maybe some mountainous areas over here, maybe a hill or something. This doesn't need to be a completely flat one-to-one copy of RS3. I don't think that would play well in TF2 anyway, but, you know, whatever. So over here is, I guess, kind of the shanties of Alcard, if you want to call it that. It's pretty nice, like, rooftop area. Obviously, there will be more stairs and better lighting for here. But as you can see, like, there's little areas to get up on the roof over there, little sniping spots. These little, I guess you could call them pylons or fences or whatever, or railings, you can actually demo launch yourself if you're a demo knight, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to be experimenting with that a lot. And of course, every class will be able to use these. I'm going to be adding some, like, wooden planks to get up on here. But overall, I think I did pretty nice. There is a few artifacts. I did accidentally overlook these little things when I started copying them into the buildings. But overall, I think they look okay. So, like, yeah, you can launch yourself here a little bit. It works better if you have the shield, but whatever. Let's go farther over. Now, this area is not as developed as I would like it. This is supposed to be the blue side of the spawn. And it's still a major work in progress, but overall, it's got the, you know, it's got the foundation, it's got some stairs in it, it's not too bad. I do love these arches. These are definitely going to be built on more. I'm just figuring out a better design for that. And then, yeah, then you just come out to blue spawn. It's just kind of a photocopy of red spawn. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And there's a few test pieces over there. I do have finally a full skybox. There was some artifacting and leaking in my last build of this map, but I think it's pretty nice. I think it's a nice desert vibe. Although maybe I'll change it, make it look a more, I don't know, hot summer night, red sun kind of thing. I don't know if I went up here before. I think I did. I do like this building a lot. Actually, no, this one over here. There's like a nice stair area that I've been working on. Definitely need to work on some sizing issues, though. It's like the gem shop. I think it'll look a lot better once I finally add some proper assets and get the sizing a lot better. I also started experimenting with some of the rock formations. Now, this is just kind of a standalone piece, so it's not too bad. But I think it fits the actual in-game building area pretty well. I think it's pretty solid. I do need to figure out a way to close it off from Lumbridge, which would usually be in that horizon over there. So I'm probably going to be adding that cave system to just kind of close off this area, and that'll be just red spawn. Oh yeah, I'm proud of this little building. These were like my first stairs I made, and I think they fit the asset pretty well. Obviously, we do need some major lighting in here, but if you could see the lighting, it would get you to the roof, and I think that's another pretty decent sniping spot. It actually comes out onto this balcony over here, and when I'm done with it, there'll be some plank assets to kind of walk over this way and shortcut over to there. So yeah, you'll be able to traverse the whole... You can pretty much traverse the entire city when I'm done with it, just by being on a roof. So it should be quite interesting to see. Definitely need to work on that terraforming, though. And I can't wait to get this palace done. I have so much more enthusiasm to work on it now that I've got this mirroring done. So that should be quite interesting to take a look at. Ah, Jesus. I want to try to get up here to check out a couple more things. So as I was saying, there's these little nooks to get into here. Now in RS3, usually you would jump through a window in the quest to actually enter the palace. So I'm probably going to be entering a couple of those shortcuts. This would be like the bank area, if they didn't update that yet. So I'm still figuring out the dimensions for that. and that'll probably be in the next build. I just want to get everything pretty much the foundation of it completely done before I move on to any of the higher detail things. But overall, I think it's coming out pretty good for coming back to it for only like a day and a half after not looking at it for about 4 years. So, not too shabby. If you guys have any comments or questions about it, though, please let me know. And if you want to check it out, I'm more than happy to send you a copy if you just want to play test on this. And that's pretty much going to be it. I'm probably going to be uploading these, I don't know, hopefully weekly, bi-weekly, depending on my work schedule. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with these. So if you guys want to see more, tune in, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.